Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a classic game theory problem that often appears in coding interviews. It is called Predict the Winner. This problem is an excellent way to understand how to apply dynamic programming to turn-based games. Here is the setup. We have an array of numbers representing scores. There are two players, player 1 and player 2. They take turns picking a number, but here is the catch. They can only choose from the ends of the array, either the first number or the last number. Once a number is picked, it is removed, and the next player chooses from the new ends. Let's clarify the rules. First, you are strictly limited to the visible ends of the array. The middle is locked until the ends are cleared. Second, assume your opponent is a genius. They will always play optimally to maximize their own total score. The game ends when the array is empty. If player 1's total score is greater than or equal to player 2's score, player 1 wins. A common mistake is to think greedily. Look at this example. 1, 5, 204. A greedy player 1 sees 1 and 4 at the ends and picks 4 because it is larger. But this reveals the 200 to player 2. Player 2 happily takes the 200. Player 1 is left with scraps and loses. An optimal player 1 would actually pick the small 1 first, forcing player 2 to pick the 5, which finally allows player 1 to secure the massive 200. To solve this, we don't need to track two separate scores. We can treat this as a zero-sum game. We track the difference, player 1's score minus player 2's score. Player 1 wants to maximize this difference. Player 2 wants to minimize this difference. If the final difference is 0 or positive, player 1 wins. Let's visualize the decision process. At any point, defined by a start index I and end index j, the current player has two choices. Option 1, pick the number at I. Their net gain is that number minus the best score the opponent gets from the remaining range. Option 2, pick the number at j. Similarly, subtract the opponent's best future result. We take the maximum of these two options. Here is the math. We define a DP table where dpij represents the maximum score difference the current player can achieve from the subarray I to j. To calculate this state, we compare picking the start versus picking the end. Crucially, because it is the opponent's turn next, we subtract the result of the next state. This subtraction logic naturally handles the switching turns. We can build this solution bottom-up. The base cases are when there is only one number left. The score is just that number. This fills the diagonal of our table. Then we calculate ranges of length 2, then length 3, and so on, filling the upper triangle of the matrix until we reach the top right corner, which represents the answer for the full array from 0 to n-1. Let's talk performance. The time complexity is big O of n squared, because we are filling roughly half of an n by n table, and each cell takes constant time. The space complexity is also big O of n squared for the table, though this can be optimized to big O of n since we only need the previous diagonal to calculate the current one. To wrap up, remember these points. Greedy strategies often fail in adversarial games. Use relative scores to simplify the recursion. Define your state by the subarray indices, and always trust that your opponent plays perfectly. Understanding this minimax structure is key to solving many game theory problems.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.